No.
Okay. Hi everybody. One more video hit with Carlos and Don here. We're going to do a little talk about static stretching for his legs. Now we talked about active range of motion to help encourage increased mobility and flexibility for him. But one of the things that's really nice and one of the best ways to stretch something is a good static stretch to get the limb or extremity into that lengthened position and to hold it there. So, obviously the basic way is to stretch out Don's leg and let it hang out here for 20 minutes. You're going to stretch out more of the structures effectively for a longer period of time. His body will remember it a lot better if you do it that way. But sometimes that can be uncomfortable and it's a little bit boring to Don. So to keep things fresh, one of the tricks that I like to do is after I do a little range with Don, I'll get his legs up on the bed here. And I'll try to extend them a little bit. As far as I can, as far as I comfortably can. Now, the trick is then I'll start to just lower the chair a little bit, which puts a little bit more of an extension or stretch. Do you feel that back here behind the legs? So it's just a way of getting his legs a little bit more into an extended position. Bring the chair back. Right. So just quickly, now, when I really feel like being somewhat of a mean therapist, I'll apply a little static stretch or a little pressure downward, just above the kneecap. I'm not asking anybody else to do that but me. That's a little bit uncomfortable to Don, and I don't want him to dislike everybody. He can just dislike me, right? But again, sometimes this in itself is enough. You could throw a pillow in between his knees just again to give him a little bit more extension. Also, this can extend into his position in bed. If he's in bed or when he's in bed, you want to encourage a little bit more straightening of the legs. I would imagine that oftentimes when Don's in bed, he's kind of curled up like this. Exactly. So what we're looking to do is get him a little bit more extension through the legs, pillow between the knees if you want, pillow underneath the heels. One of the things as far as bed position and a nice little trick is so often we put a pillow underneath the knees, which is okay if you're just trying to make somebody comfortable, but it encourages bending of the knees because it's not allowing the legs to be straight. The trick is when he's in bed, instead of pulling the pillow under the knees, put the pillow underneath the back of the heels. And that will allow this empty or negative space here underneath the knees. And if he's on his back and you have him in this position, then gravity can kind of help to pull those knees a little straighter. So it's a real subtle position, but you might notice that after about a half an hour, Don will start to feel it, and he may even complain that he's getting a little bit too much stretch back here, and then you can go back to the other position. But this is a good way to start out, in the chair, in bed, static stretch, just to get him a little bit more open in the back of his legs. So give it a try, let me know how it works. Thank you.